How y'all doing? I'm Cliff Crochet and we're talking about fishing in Lake Verret. I want to give you a little fishing report and tell you how I attack the lake this time of year and what I'm looking for. The thing about Lake Verret this time of year is, for me, it seems to be a real early bite and a real late bite. And there's one thing I'm looking for, two things I'm looking for. First thing I'm looking for is whitebirds, and the second thing I'm looking for is shad or bait fish. And the whitebirds lead me to the shad or the bait fish, and that's where I want to fish. When I find that early in the morning or late in the evening, I'm going to attack that a couple different ways. First thing is my favorite Lake Verret bait is it's a spinnerbait. It's a 3/8 ounce crusher lure, Cliff Crochet petite spinnerbait. You get up around those whitebirds and those shad, throw them around the trees. Big thing to do to get a couple extra bites is kill it or twitch it by a tree. Touch the tree. Do something when you get by that tree. Touch the tree, make sure you drop the bait, twitch the bait. Something different on every retrieve, and that'll get you a few more bites. But covering water with that spinnerbait is one good way to get bit when you're catching them. Another thing that can be real good is a frog bite. If you see them fish blowing up on those cypress trees, get that frog around those trees and fish it real slow, and fish come up and get it. The reason why I like the frog as opposed to a regular topwater bait is because it's weedless. When you're throwing on them cypress trees with busquios and the moss everywhere, them treble hooks don't work out real good. So that's why I like to throw that frog. That's a snag-proof frog. Throw it on an 80-pound Seaguar and Cast King 7.3. Heavy action sporadic. That's a real good rod for frog fishing, especially in open water. So that's the frog I throw in the setup I use. Frog fishing in Lake Verret. Another bait I throw in Lake Verret that goes totally against what I just said about the frog and being weedless around cypress trees is a 1/2 ounce rattle trap with treble hooks everywhere. But you'd be surprised how good this bait deflects off of cypress trees, and that'll get you some more bites. I throw this in the morning when I see the shad, and too, this rattle trap is a good bait to throw during the day to deflect and get you some reaction bites. For throwing this rattle trap on Lake Verret, I throw it on a 20-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon. I beef the line up because I'm not trying to get deep, but I'm fishing heavy cover, hoping to deal with a big fish. So that 20-pound fluorocarbon is perfect. I stay away from braid when I'm fishing hard cover. 20-pound Seaguar, and I throw it on a 7.4 Cast King composite sporadic. That composite really takes that shock when you get those fish around those trees, but it got power to move it. So that is it's kind of my all-day bait for Lake Verret. And then when all else fails, it's time to slow down and flip around. I like to flip something like this. This is a flex worm from Net Bait. Throw it on a 1/4 ounce weight, on a 3/8 size weight. Downsize my line a little bit from 25. I downsize it to like 17 or 20. Just downsize it a little bit, kind of finesse, playing that finesse game. So real simple, just a straight tail worm. Like I said, 1/4 ounce weight. That's a 3/0 vector hook. And just going back through the same areas where I got bit in the morning. Another thing I look for in Lake Verret is duck seed in the canals, or if you can find it coming out of a slough in the lake or something, or even in the canals around the lake, Bell River, the whole section. Anytime I see duck seed or light Sylvania, that can be a big deal in Lake Verret. As far as for areas, I mean, it's all good, but you got to find a shad. You got to find shad. You got to find a bait fish. Mouths of canals that dump into the lake. Or even if you're going to the Bell River side, then you can start dealing with some current, looking for some of those seams or windblown stuff. But Lake Verret got a lot of good fish, but it can be tough this time of year. But if you spend some time and ride around in the morning, get there early, look for some whitebirds, find the good areas, drop the trolling motor, make a bunch of casts, you can end up having a good day. So that's the story from Lake Verret. Hopefully, let's give you some good information, help you put some fish in the boat. Y'all have a good one.